So let's start by writing the volume of a sphere formula. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi times radius cubed, or radius to the third power. So there is only one number that we need to know, and that is the radius. So to the nearest cubic foot, so we're going to round to the nearest foot, we want to know the size of this water walking ball, and we're going to use 3.14 for pi. So first I'm going to solve in terms of pi. So here is my formula with my radius substituted in for r. So I get 4/3 times 27 times pi. And then 4/3 times 27 is 36. Now it said use 3.14 for pi, so I'm going to substitute 3.14 in for pi. And 36 times 3.14 gives me 113.04, but it said to the nearest cubic foot, so it'll be 113 cubic feet. Same thing, let's find the volume of this basketball here. Here's my formula. I'm going to substitute the only number we need to find for volume of a sphere, which is the radius. So substitute that in for r. So now I'm going to first solve in terms of pi. So 24 to the third power is right there. Now, when I multiply by that number by 4/3, I get 18,432 times pi. Here's where I substitute 3.14 in for pi. And I'm going to the nearest cubic centimeter. So it goes 0.4, which will keep that at 0.6. So my volume of this basketball is approximately 57,876 cubic centimeters. Now here we're given the diameter. Remember, the only number we need is the radius. So I'm going to take this diameter and divide it by 2 to find r. So 8.15 divided by 2 gives me 4.075. So to find the volume of a volleyball, times pi, I took my diameter, cut it in half, and now begin to solve. The radius to the third power gives me this long decimal right here. And then we're going to times that by 4/3. And there would be in terms of pi. It does not say what to use. So I could leave it in terms of pi like this, or I can take that number, I can multiply it by pi. I get 283.47283, depending what it asked to round to. Let's say we round to the nearest tenth, 283.4 cubic inches. So we want to find the volume of a spinning quarter. So when you spin a quarter, it makes a sphere. So volume equals 4/3 pi times radius cubed, but it gives us the diameter. The one number we need to find is the radius. So I'm going to take the diameter, divide it by 2. I get 12.15. And now I'm going to substitute that number in for r. So I get 4/3, and it's said to use 3.14 for pi. I will do that last. So there is my radius cubed. Now I have to multiply that number by 4/3. 2391.4845. And I'm going to substitute 3.14 in for pi. And it says to the nearest hundredth. So 10th. I go one past the hundredth place, which is a 1, and that tells me to the nearest hundredth it'll be 7,509.26 cubic millimeters. So let's find the volume of this baseball. So here we're given the radius, so let's substitute r, 3.65, in for r. So 4/3 times 48.627125 times pi. Multiply that by 4/3. Here it is in terms of pi. So I can take this number, multiply it by pi, and I would get 203, let's go to the nearest tenth, 6/8, which gives me 203.7 cubic centimeters. And here we have the volume, so let's write the volume formula. Now let's substitute what we know. So we know the volume. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. And we need to find radius, or we need to find the r. So 4/3 times 3.14 is 4.186, where the 6 repeats. So I'm going to divide by that on both sides. And I get 215.9235669 equals r cubed. Now to undo the cubed, we have to cube root. And when I cube root, I get a radius of 5.99, so about 6 centimeters. Once again, write down our volume formula and substitute what we know. So there's our volume. We're using 3.14 for pi. When I multiply 4/3 times 3.14, I get that number. So I'm going to divide by 4.186, where the 6 repeats. So 523. Gives me 124.92 r cubed. And again, to undo something cubed, we cube root. And we get the radius to be about 4.99. But I'm going to round it. Oh, it says to the nearest foot. So my radius would be 5 feet.